I wish you guys would come to the stream with whatever mentality you have and kind of leave it relaxed. That's what our purpose is, to make you guys forget about reality for a bit. But I want to take that a step further and say I want you to leave with a nice, warm, happy, mellow sort of feel. Don't feel sorry for the loss, but be happy for the moments that you had. If any of you are scared of, say, growing up, or becoming a different person, or becoming a person you hate, trust me when I say this, I'm gonna say with 99% certainty that that's not gonna happen. You'll always be you. You taking pride in your arts, I think, is one of the best things you can do. The way I see it is, the things you create are your creation. And if you aren't proud of your own creation, then who possibly would be? If you aren't proud of your own creation, then you can't expect others to be proud of it as well. I really don't think talent is so much of a thing in the arts world. I think it's genuinely is all experience, hard work, and putting in the hours. There's nothing good about looking down. Down, there's only ground. But up, that's where the limitless sky is. There's always look up, not only to the world, but also to people. There is only one timeline, and that is this life that you guys are living. The one life that you have. And every choice you make, there is no better or there's no worse. There's nothing like that. Every choice you make is the best choice. There is no other you making better choices than you. No. Every choice you make is what makes you and molds you. It defines you and it makes you who you are. The reason why we suck at walking backwards is because we're not meant to do that. We're meant to walk forwards. So, my Villians, always remember that. Walk forwards. Be proud of yourself. Be confident. And be totally awesome. There's nothing wrong with staying in your comfort zone if you want to. And I say this because there's many ways you can improve yourself within your comfort zone as well. I don't think anyone should be the judge of you. And I don't think anyone should be like, you should leave your comfort zone and you should do this and this and this. No. So if anyone wants to stay in their comfort zone, I think that's a way of life too. As long as you have the will and strength to persevere and the confidence and the determination to go out and leave your comfort zone, experiencing new things, you will become a better Villian. You'll grow from a cub to a full-grown tiger. Never judge yourself. Never think you are doing worse than someone else. Just like how in water, there are different streams that, from little small streams, big rivers and powerful waves, they all end up in the same ocean. There is never one way of doing things. So do what you want to do. The people who truly love you, and the people who are truly your friends, will know that behind that, there's a person who is truly loving and who is more than willing, who is more than happy to talk about their friends. It's so much better to let it all out than to keep it all in. If you're tired, go take a rest. If you're stressed, go talk about it. Maybe open a window. Just shout out that you're tired. It's okay. No one important is going to judge you. No one who means anything to your life is going to judge you for having these thoughts. If your dream is not quite the same as reality, don't feel like it's over. Don't feel distressed. Don't feel sad about it. It's about the journey. And always remember that you are a person who can do it. I feel like there are definitely a lot of people who just dream too big, and then when things don't work out, they just get really sad and just trip, they fall over, and they just can't get back up. I don't want that to happen to y'all. Keep it realistic, but don't be afraid to dream a little more big than what your limits might put you and hold you. Yeah, I think a good balance is good. I think one of the biggest reasons why people fail is that we think that the task we have ahead is too difficult. And therefore, we just make an excuse saying like, you know what? It was too hard for me anyway. It's not my fault that I failed. And you just give up. At least try, like give it your all and try not to make excuses before you give up. Trust me, it's not about how you look as it is more about the confidence you have. You know, if you show confidence in who you are and just like the things you say, there's nothing more sexy than a confident person. I'll tell you that, 100%. You don't really know whether this is love or infatuation until you actually get into that relationship. I think that's worse. Just sitting down, just being like, was that love? Was that infatuation? But never knowing it? I think that's even worse. You deserve more. Be confident. Find your happiness. Things will get better. Once we get over all our hardships and obstacles, we will learn very many lessons and we will become our best versions of ourselves. Hey! I like that. I like that one. That one. Hey, that one's good. That one's pretty good. All right. Be honest with yourself. Don't try to be someone else that you're not, just to make someone else happy. I think a friend is someone I just genuinely don't have to put up any guards with. The fact that you're able to have a crush on someone, is not a waste. This emotion will push you forwards to be able to love even more. But know that when a subway passes by a station, that doesn't mean it'll never stop at the next station. The only way for us to get to that station was by passing by that other station, okay? Even if your father seems a little, cold, or for that matter, if any of your parents seem cold, I feel like at the very least, most of us, if not all of them, they love you. They care about you. No matter what you do, they will be proud of you. So don't assume that they don't love you. Try to not take their love and affection for you for granted. As much as you think the world hates you, and you only, that things all happen and you're just wondering this is unfair, weirdly enough, all of us are going through it. And to an extent, the fact that we're all walking through this difficult, maybe even dark forest together, I think that makes things at least a little easier. So don't give up, don't fall weak, and indeed stop blaming yourself for things you can't control. My villains, you are doing just fine. Sometimes you're not holding the steering wheel. Sometimes life is, and sometimes that's okay. It would be nice to keep the dreams that you dreamed of for as long as possible, because dreams are what makes us who we are. We are the dreamer of dreams. And I think that's what makes us human, and I think that's what makes us so beautiful. It's the small things, really. When you look out the window from your office and see the sun setting. When you're walking back home after a long night of studying or working, and you feel the cool breeze blow across your hair, and you look up and the moon is full. When you wake up on another darn Monday, but then you check your phone and your friend said, "Hey, how are you doing?" Among all of these terrible, annoying, disappointing moments in life, there are a few that really makes it worth living. Replace glasses, but you can never replace a person. Remember that always, villains. You and I are irreplaceable. Take control of your life and run in the sky, my villains.